Hello, friends. I have created some pro tips in PHP, and it will definitely help you out in the different real projects, and also it will help you to minimize the code writing. Yeah, so let me start with the first thing. This is the data set that contains the three indexes of array, and it has a different information and we will use this information, and I will explain you how it worked. Okay, so let's start with the first one. This is the list function that actually destructure each indexes into the different variables, and all the values from the first data set, first index will get each single value and put it in the split in the and put it in these variables. So I have taken this one, and let if we would like to test this one, let's try to test the first one. If I try to write the name, and I have to execute it, let me execute it over here. Pro tip one. If I'll execute, it will tell me that it is the first one, and I have to go check that it's this one. So if I'll try to, this one, it returns me the id too. Okay, so I tried this function in each in all PHP variants, and it successfully, the test case was successful, and it will help you guys to destructure. Instead of writing each single variable so separately, you can just use this list function, and it will just make the job done. So let's go for the second one. This is nowadays people using this one. We are not using the listing function in anymore, but that is still useful if you would like to use, because it is the list function is already working in all PHP versions. The second method is starting from 7.1 to till the latest version. So if you would like to just split the same thing uh, over here in a different way in array data set, so you will get the same result. So it will return the same values as we are doing with the list functions, but the method of the syntax is changed, little change for the latest versions of the same behavior. Okay, if we'll try to execute this over here, it will tell us that which it returns us. Oh, sorry, it is the third. Is the first one. Sorry, it's the first one. So it returns us all the variables. We can also make it. We can also individually, explore. We can also use the for each loop, and we have to use the same function as a list, and we can execute it using the for each loop. So it will returns us the same result. If you can check here, I got the same values using the for each, and this is it. So this is the number first tip, and let's go for the second one. Second one is related to the isset function that commonly used in the PHP, and we are trying to uh, validate the input data that is coming from the different data sources. So instead of writing this all bigger and then split and multiple functions, we can use one function at a time, and we have to put these values over here, and it will done the job. uh, so we will write it like this: email comma and then post, and we will use this. So if I try to execute it in here, if I'll comment it out and I try to use it, it gives me some results. Let's see. And it says valid values because it is coming here. For example, if I'll try to remove the d and I tried here, it returns me missing data because it is not because the password is missing. This index is not coming in the data set, so it is returning me that these are the missing values. So instead of writing the individual isset function, you have to use this one, and it definitely helps you out. This is the number third. This is also very much used function, array merge, that most commonly used in all PHP variants. There is no problem in that, but there is a latest method to merge two data sets with the spread operator. So we are using this method in the latest variants. So it is only useful for 7.4 or the greater variants. So it will work without any issue with these variants also, but it will not work the variant less than 7.4. So if you will execute this, let's try to execute it, by the way. So it will return us the same results. If I will do this, and this is some mistake over here, I will change it. And if we, oh yes, because I have a local variant PHP 7.3, and it is working for 7.4 only. For let's try it out in the let's try it out over here in the PHP sandbox. Okay, we already have here, and let's try it out. I tried it, and let me execute it. If I'll play this one and execute the code. Yes, the first one is successful because the variant is 8.9 and the one is returning with the error 7.3. So yeah, it is only worked for the 7.4. Okay, and let's move on to the tip number 4. Yeah, this is pretty much very simple, but there is a small change. With small change you can you can avoid to write the too much variables. So in that case you just have to add this address and operator over here before the value, and you can just manipulate the data, and you can use this data set right away, and you can get the same results after the calculation on any index. So I have in this example, I have just explored, sorry, I have just explored this over here, and I have to get the first index and put in the value over here in this one, and it just change the value and put it directly into this. So basically this is the easiest way to manipulate data and directly use that query instead of creating the other method. I already created it for you guys for to just for the understanding that how it works. Let me execute first this one, and after that we will use the other method, that the latest tip method. So we will use this one like 4, and we will get the second index, this, and then Himanshu, and then I get Hassan, and this is it. Okay, if I'll remove this code and I have to use that the same method that I would like to explain, uh, and it will only, we have to just change this and operator, and will do the same job that we are doing with the number of lines. So if we will execute it, it returns the same result, and it is also useful, and you don't have to write too much code while you are making some processing on the data. So yeah, this is tip number 4. I hope you like these tips, and you will use this in your projects. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment or message, comment under the video, and I will definitely reply as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Bye.